Welcome, I'm Tom. Find me by Googling Cannabis Lawyer and clicking my website, CannabisIndustryLawyer.com, an online resource for all your questions about navigating the cannabis industry, like today's very popular topic in Illinois, new dispensary licenses. We are going to be covering the applications that will enable up to 500 new entrants into the Illinois cannabis dispensing market in coming years. So to help people discover this information about how to get a conditional adult use dispensing organization license, yes, that's really the name under Section 15-25 of the new Illinois Adult Use Law, smash the likes and subscribe. We're going to not only cover the application, but also how it is scored to boost your chances of being selected. Be sure to watch until the end because that is when I will tell you how many dispensaries will be open for business on January 1st, 2020. And now everything you need to know to get your conditional adult use dispensary license in Illinois. The Department of Agriculture shall, that's mandatory, issue up to 75 new dispensary licenses by May 1st, 2020. Also, by December 21st, 2021, the Department of Agriculture shall issue up to another 110 conditional adult use dispensary licenses. After January 1st, 2022, the conditional aspect of the dispensaries becomes more permanent, but cannot exceed 500 new dispensaries in the state of Illinois, unless more supply is needed. More on that in other videos. Let's talk specifically about what must go into those license applications for the first wave of conditional adult use dispensaries. The law provides for geographic dispersion of the dispensaries. Here's the list of who gets what for the first wave. Perhaps you can see an outlier or two. For example, why does Bloomington only get 1 when Peoria gets 3? We are just cooler than those insurance peddlers in Peoria. And of course, the Chicago area gets 47. Moving down the line to Section 15-25 of the new law, we come to the requirements for the application. Before we go through that, please be sure to view these requirements through the lens of how the application will be scored. Therefore, we will begin with Section 15-30 (c) of the cannabis law. 250 points will be awarded to the complete applications, and then the state picks the winners. So here's the big points. Security and record keeping, 65 points. That's right, more than 25% of your points come from security and record keeping. And I've seen some crazy client records. How good are your records, Jeffrey? To the guy named Jeffrey out there watching this, I really hope that I freaked you out. Just as important as security and record keeping are business plans, financials, your operating and your floor plan. That is another 65 points. We'll be doing videos on some of these providers for these services on our cannabis legalization news, so hit the subscribe button with the bell to tune in on that. With more than 50% of the points already awarded, we turn to the next most important thing on your application, social equity applicant status. Tune into our video on that this fall. It is worth over 50 points. We have always said cannabis is a team sport, and a big member of that team in Illinois is social equity. It's 20% of your score. Next, we go to 30 points for knowledge and experience in the cannabis industry. It is important because the quality of the product in the state, since I've had my medical card for the past 2 years, has gone from meh to excellent depending on who your producer is. And I think craft grows will bring more of that. There is going to be some overlap between craft grows and dispensaries, so look for that synergy. Before we turn to the miscellaneous aspects of the scoring, the last double-digit point is the employee training plan. It's worth 15 points. This is also required under the application. This is also one of the reasons the applications will be quite expensive to put together. All of these big points require a lot of planning. But remember to train the staff to understand the rules and the law. Let me know if you want some help on those policies. All right, let's see. So we've done 65 times 2 plus 50 plus 30 plus 15, which gives us 215 points. That's why I call the remaining 35 points miscellaneous. Let's turn to them. Your labor and employment practices, 5 points. Your environmental policy, 5 points. Is your company more than 51% Illinois owned? 5 points. Is your company more than 51% veteran owned? Also 5 points. Does your company have a diversity plan? And is it no more than 2,500 words? 5 points. So there you go. 250 points, but with 2 bonus points that are awarded for your plan to engage with the community for a max of 252 points. And I hope that you get all of them. Instead of going over each and every of the 30 elements that the conditional adult use dispensary license application requires, I want to end this video in under 10 minutes so I can post it on LinkedIn and use this script as an article, which they preference. It's a different platform than YouTube, but if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, my profile is linked in the description. One thing that is not in the 30 elements on the dispensary application, its address. If you are given a license, you have 6 months to provide the state with your dispensary address. To end, how many dispensaries will be opened by January 1st, 2020? Between 55 and 110 dispensaries. The 55 current medical dispensaries in the state have the option to open for adult use, and they can even open a second adult use location only, or adult use only location. And I can't wait to see the numbers come January. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Remember, marijuana legalization is only a few months away, so start putting your plans together for dispensaries and subscribe to stay up to date. If you need my help, just Google Cannabis Lawyer and get in touch with me. See you soon.